Well, good morning and welcome to today's episode of The Word. I am glad that you are here with us today. Well, today we get a chance to talk about one of the greatest things that Jesus says to each and every one of us. What is that, you may ask? Come follow me. Yes, come follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. The words he spoke to Andrew and Peter, the words he spoke to James and John, come, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. To us, it is time for us to follow. Where are we going? Now that's the $64,000 question. But for now, today we want to focus on come, follow me. Stick around. Today's episode of The Word will be right back. There we are. See you. Come, follow me. These are the words that Jesus spoke to us today, along with, as I mentioned earlier, Andrew and Simon, along with James and John. He says those words to you and I as well. More on that in a minute. But today, at this moment, I want to talk about the historical background. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about Jesus' baptism by John. Last week, we talked about John talking with Andrew, and John inviting Andrew and his friend, come and see, the invitation to be a part of Jesus' life. Now, part of that invitation and the finishing off of that invitation simply is this: come follow me. Now, Jesus has also, and this is in the context of Matthew's timeline, Jesus has also been sent into the desert to be tested by Satan for 40 days and for 40 nights. And now John the Baptist is in prison. The end of the era, the end of the prophetic era is finishing. The beginning of the apostolic era, the ones sent out by God, is beginning. It is a new era. It is a new time. It is a new energy for the same old message of salvation, of grace, of mercy, and peace that comes from God now through Jesus Christ. And that is the age-old message that the prophets were talking about previously, that the one coming is the one is going to be here, and now the one is here, and he is beginning his ministry. He needs followers. So we are now at the Sea of Galilee, outside of Capernaum. And he goes up to Simon Peter, as well as Andrew. He goes up to James and John. Come follow me. The invitation. Come follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. You will no longer catch fish for food. You will catch men for salvation. And what was their response? Wait a minute, Jesus. Hold on a second. Stop. Time out. Let me think about this a minute. No. Was their reaction, whoa, stop, Jesus, thank you for the invitation. I really appreciate that you are thinking about me. But, no, it wasn't that either. It was, drop what you're doing, turn, say goodbye, and follow. The say goodbye part was probably to Zebedee, James and John's father, who was working with James and John. Was it an easy decision? No and yes. Think about it a minute. Their whole livelihood was just now going right out the window. Their whole income source was literally drying up. However, that was probably the hard part. The easy part was to see Jesus as he is and to say, yep, following him. And you know what that takes? Faith. It takes a lot of faith. Well, let me retract that. I'm not going to say a lot of. It just takes faith. That's it. That's what it takes. Faith to follow. And the question that Jesus posed to Peter and Andrew, James and John, same question he's posing to you. There are so many reservations, so many reasons why we shouldn't. So many yeah buts. So many thank you for the offer, but let me think about it for a minute. There's a lot of that, and probably you can think of a whole lot more why it is difficult to say yes to Jesus, to follow him. And there's really only one reason why we will and why we do. It is because it's Jesus asking us, come follow me. Set aside the fear. Set aside the concerns. Set aside the yeah buts. If this is what your faith is telling you to do, let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Did Peter and Andrew, James and John know what they were getting into? Not really, no. But they sensed something about Jesus. They decided, yes, we're going to follow him. There was a lot of on-the-job training. And for you and me, there is still a lot of on-the-job training. We are constantly being fed, or in our terminology, equipped. There is many opportunities for us to be encouraged. There is a real opportunity to engage. Engage the world. Engage the world with the grace and the mercy of God that we have received. That we want them out there, beyond you, beyond me, to know about. Any questions, please comment. Let me know what you think. I look forward to seeing you later this morning in our time of worship, whether you're here in-house or on live screen. Still love to see you. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye. See you on Thursday for the next Random Thought.